Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. So today we're in the bedroom for a change of scenery, why not? And also I want to start by making a little bit of an announcement that from now on I am going to try to upload 2 videos a week. So up until now I have been posting every Saturday, nearly every Saturday. So now you can expect to find a video from me every Wednesday and every Saturday, because I've got so many ideas of videos that I want to make and I'm starting to get quite a lot of requests from you guys of things that you want me to talk about. So I kind of need to up my filming game, and so yeah, from now on you can expect to see videos from me every Wednesday and every Saturday. But today is going to be another video about skin and healing your eczema or inflammatory skin problem naturally, and the things that I learned from having been through this twice. Because like I've mentioned in other videos, when I did this first time 2 years ago now, I didn't really know what was happening. I didn't really know what was going to happen, how my skin would react to different things. So hopefully some of the things I'm going to talk about today are things that will help you as well if you are also in some kind of natural healing journey. And maybe these things will help you to speed up your recovery, or at least so you have a better understanding of what's going on at that particular moment in time. Before we get going on the video, I would ask if you just hit that little like button. It really helps me. And if you would also like to see more videos like this, then I do highly suggest that you subscribe and also hit the bell notification so you get notified every time a new video comes out from me. But right now I'm going to go through the things that I have learned, and there are 5 key things that I want to tell you guys about. So the first one is diet is important, but it's not everything. The first time I went through this healing journey, I thought that as long as I had, you know, a perfect diet, it was fully plant-based, then no matter what else I did, eventually my skin would heal. And I think diet is absolutely 100% important. I do not think that you can heal your eczema naturally without having a good diet. I promote a whole food plant-based diet. Personally, I have found that that is the thing that works for most people. If you do not have a nutrient-dense and whole foods diet, a diet that doesn't have sugar, it doesn't have processed foods, and it doesn't have alcohol and other very key eczema triggers, I think that you will really struggle to heal your eczema naturally. However, even if you had this perfect diet, then there were still things in your environment that were getting into your skin barrier and really starting to damage and irritate it, then you will also have a really hard time healing your eczema naturally, because it has to come from both ways. It has to be both internally and externally. Things have to be in balance. You cannot heal without having just one or the other. It has to be both. And like I've said in my previous videos, I will link some of them up here. Your diet is easier to control in your environment, but eventually the two things do come together, so you need to have a little bit of patience with this. Another thing I want to mention about diet is that a lot of other YouTubers promote things like cleanses and fasts, and I personally think that that is complete nonsense. It's completely unnecessary, and your whole diet should basically be the kind of food you would eat as if you were on one of these cleanses. But I think also it needs to be balanced, it needs to be sustainable. Just get straight onto like a nice healthy way of eating that works for you, and forget about doing these kind of short-term cleanses, because honestly they really won't make a difference long-term. The second thing that I have learned is that your skin is a living tissue, and because of this the needs of your skin will change every single day. So one of the key examples that I can talk about here is how much moisturizer you should use. I get this question all the time. People always ask me what type of moisturizer I use, how often I use it, when I use it. The answer is that it changes day to day. Sometimes my skin really wants moisturizer and the dryness makes it really irritated. On other days, my skin actually quite likes the dryness, and it finds that moisturizers, even if it's a moisturizer that I've been using a long time, it gets irritated. As well as the different types of moisturizers, sometimes I have to use something like Cetaphil, which is probably my go-to moisturizer when it comes to, you know, shop bought, something that you buy at a pharmacy. Whereas in terms of natural moisturizers, I do like to use castor oil. But again, it depends on the day and what my skin is like, whether it wants castor oil, whether it wants the Cetaphil, or whether it just wants to be left alone completely. So sometimes it is difficult for me to give individual advice, and this is where I think it's really important for you to always kind of have a good skin tuition about what your skin needs that day. I know I absolutely love making word plays on the word skin, but it's so easy. This is another reason why some days you have flare-ups and some days you don't. Some days your skin was more resistant to, you know, different types of weather. Sometimes it's not. It's a very complicated organ, and I think you just need to be very wary of how your skin is reacting to something in that very particular moment, and really kind of get to know your skin and get curious about it and learn about it, because it will really help you in your overall healing journey, and also at the end once you need to kind of maintain that healthy skin. The third thing that I have learned is that sleep is so important. We all know the importance of sleep. Your skin repairs itself a lot when you are sleeping. And this is another reason why I really do not recommend drinking caffeine or having alcohol if you can avoid it, because both of these things are quite big sleep disruptors, and you really want to be getting at least 8 hours every single night, if not more, and have plenty of naps if you can. On the weeks that I sleep a lot, my skin is usually a lot better. And this is the reason why usually in the mornings when you wake up, your skin isn't as bad as perhaps it is when you kind of continue out throughout your day. And that is because, again, your skin has rested, it's taken its time, you know, your body's done its thing to kind of repair, especially if you're sticking to things like healthy diet and low stress levels and these sorts of things. The sleep is just going to be the thing that kind of ties it all together and really brings it in together, and that is when you're going to see the most benefit. So really do sleep as much as you can. The fourth thing that I'm going to talk about a little bit more in detail when I make a video on maintaining healthy skin is that if you go back to your old habits, you will go back to your old skin. My friend Susan Volker, who also makes great eczema videos, she phrased it so well. She said, the diet you use to heal your eczema is the same diet you use to keep it away. So I'll credit Susan for that one, but it was so well phrased. That is exactly the case. And that is something that I did not do the first time round, because there is that kind of feeling of being invincible when you have nice skin. You think, yes, you know, my skin's healed, it's healthy now. But unfortunately, if you are someone who's prone to eczema, you are going to be prone to eczema your entire life. It is a sad fact that you are going to have to just accept. But with that knowledge, knowing yourself, knowing your skin, you can use that to really make sure that you do not slip back into old habits. And if you do, because of course we are all human, everyone has slip-ups, then you should really know what are the things that you need to do in order to kind of reverse it back. So think about the lifestyle that you had when you first started getting eczema. I really try and understand what are the things that you need to avoid, and you have to keep avoiding them. Now, when it comes to diet, I think that can be sometimes a little bit, it's almost a little bit daunting, especially if you've switched to a fully vegan, whole food, plant-based diet. The thought of, is this something that I need to continue for the rest of my life? And that's why I would say you need to find a diet and a way of living that you can continue for the rest of your life, and it's something that you enjoy and you like the foods that you are having. You know, don't force yourself to have things that you don't like. And similarly, if you do continue on it, your taste buds should change and you will start to crave those really good foods that are really good for your skin as well. So it should get easier with time. But like I said, you shouldn't see this as like a finite, okay, I'm gonna do this up until my skin is healed and then I'm just gonna go back to how things were before. You really have to make an effort, and don't make the mistake that I made when I just completely went back to old habits, and because of that, my skin got bad. So I really urge you guys, like, do stick to what you're doing even after your skin has healed. So the last thing that I have learned that I want to share with you guys is that your mindset is going to be the most important thing when it comes to healing. You need to be super confident in what you're doing, and that eventually this is going to lead to really good healthy skin regardless of how long it takes, because this is the kind of mindset that is going to make you stay consistent, and it's going to make you stay positive, it's going to make you stay patient, all these things that you will need, because it is a long process. It doesn't just happen overnight, and there are ups and downs, and you will need a very resilient mindset to continue. And this last time that I did it is that I have taken a lot of effort to learn a lot about my own skin. Firstly, of course, I did like a daily tracker where I would track the things that, you know, how the things I was doing day to day, how they were affecting my skin. So that is one thing that you can do. A second thing that I did is I really got my head to sort of learn some of the science and really try to understand what the latest research is in this area, because it is a fascinating area. You will hear a lot of very contradictory advice when you listen to different, I don't know, eczema healing or skin healing gurus. Like, they say different things. If you are equipped with some of that knowledge yourself, you will know which ones you should be listening to and which ones you really shouldn't, because trust me, there are some people out there who are literally making stuff up. So you have to really get a good understanding yourself. And it is, like I said, it shouldn't be like a chore. It's a super interesting thing to learn about. So with this new mindset, as well as being positive and all the other things that we know is very important for your mental well-being, and because of that, your physical well-being, but secondly, the curiosity element. You also want to be curious about what is going on with your skin, about what the latest research is, and how you can then use that to better equip yourself on your own healing journey. Those are the 5 things that I wanted to tell you guys about, the things that I have learned this time around in my healing journey, and I really hope that these are helpful for you. Like I said before, please do give this video a like if you did like it, and subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon, and I'll see you on Wednesday for another video. Bye.